Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I woke up to us pulling up from the dock. Literally just ran up here to get it. We haven't even had our coffee yet. There's the cathedral in the distance. The water's smooth, but it's supposed to be a little choppy today. Some swells. Not sure how big. We'll have to talk to the guys in a bit. They've been monitoring that stuff. So there's a catamaran and there's a monohull. And that is a giant monohull. I love just looking at different kinds of boats, especially these like very unique giant ones. Look at this one. It's called Limitless. We prefer to buy a catamaran because it's supposed to be movement while on the water. You're more stable, but a monohull is supposed to have faster performance. So I always thought it'd be fun to try one. They lean more, so we'll see how it makes us feel. Some people get more seasick with it. That's a pretty boat. Someone's up there doing their exercises.
Yeah.
Las pelis son chismes pero no nos duran. El vibe que tenemos en la alcoba bebe la cura.
It is chilly out here this morning. Whew. What do you think the temperature is, Celsius?
It's frozen.
Frozen.
Something like 19.
Yeah, 19 degrees Celsius probably converts into about 14 Celsius, which is 56 degrees Fahrenheit is how cold it is here. So there's nothing fancy about these beds, just sheets and blankets. So I'm just kind of making it a little more nice to crawl into tonight. The swells are pretty big today. Are they gonna get bigger?
A little bit.
So they'll actually get a little bit bigger. It's very gentle. Feels like good napping movement. So we're setting our course on where we're going, and it's gonna be a 2-day travel to get there. Granola bars this morning for breakfast because I knew it'd be early, and I wonder if we should lock the gimbal. We're putting out the main. Quite exhilarating getting on a sailboat. This is where I learned to love boating, was on a sailboat. Look at that boat trucking it. That must be like a ferry. What is that? James, what kind of boat you think that is? That thing's moving.
That's a ferry boat.
That is a ferry? Wow. There's the city of Palma at our stern. This won't be our only time saying farewell to this city. We will be back to get the crown jewel. So we're getting more wind than we're comfortable with. The lean is a lot. So we're gonna try and bring the sails in a bit and get more comfortable. This is new dog. We did just lose the fin to our stand-up board. It can be ordered. It's just the fin that goes underneath, but that was really fun. Kind of what I wanted to do, so I'm glad we did it. While I'm getting the Inventor, I just flew off of this bed thing. But of course we didn't film it, but it happened, huh?
Yeah, you rolled right off this.
I rolled right off. Like I'm just like a water bottle downstairs. I just boinged. I guess I got too relaxed. You gotta stay a little clenched to keep your seat around here. So Mia just came and reported to me that everything is falling in the kitchen.
We're gonna jibe.
And the oven is doing this. Okay, we're gonna do another jibe hoe. It's not a jibe, it's a tack. It's going the other way. We're gonna leave it this way and see if it starts to take us where we need to go and catches wind.
Going into the wind.
Okay, on a jibe, you're going into the wind?
Yeah, on a tack, you're going across the wind.
Okay, and we're going to tact.
We're gonna tack this time, yes.
Okay, so we're going a touch out of the right direction just so we can tack and go the other way and catch the wind.
I guess the best way for me to remember what tack and jibe is is the tack, we're going toward the wind. So almost think of it like attacking, like going sword to sword with two, you know, 2 horses and two knights.
So I think that's a great analogy. Tacking is going towards the wind. So the place we are going tonight, they have a no vacancy sign out. No, there's no availability. So now we have to figure out where we're going to go. Remember how I said earlier that our destination is a 2-day destination? Well, our first spot has no availability. How that's even possible in October, I don't know. This is their slow season, but if I was going anywhere in the Mediterranean Sea, this might be the place I would go. What's it called, the place that we're going?
Porto Cristo? Porto Cristo.
Oh! Thank goodness. This is place number 3 that we've contacted, and the captain's not feeling great. James isn't feeling great. Me and Beth don't feel great. I don't feel great. We kind of knew this going into it. But anyways, it would have been hard. Like, if you can imagine trying to anchor out in this, you would get no sleep and you would be sick as a dog. You don't know unless you know. So it looks like we have 20 more miles, correct? 20 more miles of sailing.
Yes.
And we're getting about 7 knots now. So we have about roughly 3.5 to 4 more hours of sailing. How do you feel about that, James?
I think we can do it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little sick, but I just keep looking out on the horizon.
Yep.
It feels better.
He's got his patch on. He prefers to do catamarans because he gets so seasick.
La noche se puso perfecta pa' un par de locuras. Contigo las pelis son chismes, pero no nos duran.
So just to see how much we are killing over, look at how high the water is on this side. And then now let's go check the other side. If we can get over there, everything is kind of falling over. We'll understand more how to do this. Anyways, we're way higher on this side. So we keep leaning this way more. You can hear the creaking of the boat. Shiver me timbers. That's a large monohull sailboat out here. Sailing in, utilizing the wind as well. Whew. Don't tell me they're not there. Don't tell me, I see them everywhere.
Aw, that's sweet.
Okay, we're 4.9 miles from Porto Cristo, and we're ready. A lot of people are feeling seasick. I'm not, though.
I think you are.
No, I feel great. I feel great. I've been taking pictures. I did feel sick at first, but I'm not. I don't feel sick at all right now. Do you feel sick, James?
I just feel a little nauseous, but I don't feel like throwing up. But that's where we're going, right there. You can see it in the distance, straight ahead. The wind has gotten too low for the sails, and the wind is directly behind us, so the waves are really just pushing us in.
Going about 6 knots. Okay, almost there. Very close to land now. Land ahoy!
Bailemos suave, baby, que la clave, baby, que la.
Okay, we are pulling in right now. We finally have made it to our first stop of the night, and our first stop until we get to our final destination. It's on the complete opposite side of Palma. We're still on Menorca, the island. This one is the Port of Cristo, or Port Cristo. And we are staying here this evening. So the guys have put all the fenders out, ready to go. Because one thing we learned here about the marinas in the Mediterranean, they put the boats right next to each other. They are very, very close. So we kind of have to work the fenders as we come in to make sure we don't roll onto other boats. So we are completely looking out. We're getting an end slip, which makes it so much easier when you go to dock. Right here, we actually have this gentleman here waiting for us. And it looks like the one next to us is more of a day sailor, so we probably don't even have a neighbor tonight. Last night we were in busy Palma, and it was so loud till like 1 or 2 in the morning. But we were so exhausted, we slept anyways. I said that wrong. James is the fender runner, and he's kind of working the side here to make sure we don't hit any spots we get too close. Okay. Now they just got to tie up. So we are getting cleaned up, and the guys are getting electricity so we can have espresso. We have went all day pretty much without coffee. Our first batch didn't turn out so well, and we don't have electricity unless we're on shore power, so we're getting it going. Okay, so we're currently charting our course, and we are going to Menorca. We will be staying there for how many nights?
Maybe 4.
4+ nights. It takes like 2 days to get there. So you kind of go in through these coves, and let me show, can you zoom in on it? And you go in through these coves, and then there's like all this water inside that's more protected because there's some storms and swells coming. So that's what we're going to be doing. I am making some chicken stew for dinner tonight. My mom and dad brought back, hey,
Nope.
here is our soup. What do you think?
It's delicious.
It's out of this world.
Oh, thank you.
Chicken stew. Bon appetit. We're doing a card night now. And who's winning?
Nobody yet. We don't even know.
I'll be playing next round, and I'm usually the winner, but we'll see. Sometimes Mia Beth gives me a run for my money. So right now we are cleaning up the boat, tying up, putting dishes away, because tomorrow morning we set sail for Menorca. We are about to head to bed, but thanks for coming along with us today. Our first time on a monohull. It was lots of healing and huge waves. It was extremely exhilarating, so much fun. I'm glad we got to experience it. And I feel like when you have these kind of challenges, when you get to the end and we got to our port and the sun came out, it was just a beautiful experience. So tomorrow we will be dealing with some waves again. We have to leave early to try and beat them. It's a long passage, so we'll be on the water for quite some time, about the same as today. And we've already booked our mooring ball in anchorage in Menorca. So we will see you tomorrow as we head to Menorca. Have a good night.